the Fatalis fight, he's overpowered. He's OP, but he's OP in a good way. And I feel like that's awesome. I feel like that's a good thing for the game to end off, that he's really hard and you aren't guaranteed to beat him every single hunt. That's pretty good. I feel like that's really nice. It's a nice touch, and I think they did him justice. But anyways, today's video, I soloed Fatalis. It was my first solo run ever, so this is the first time I actually soloed him. I've been fighting him a crap ton over the days, and I'm sorry for not uploading on Thursday. I tried to solo him, but like, you know what, when there's a new monster that drops, you gotta, you know, it takes time to learn, you know, does all this stuff. So hello, my name's Thatcher. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, make sure you leave a like down below. Comment if you've soloed Fatalis. Let me know. Soloed. I want to see if you've soloed it, not party hunt. Just let me know if you soloed it down there. Subscribe to your YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be talking about some just tips about fighting Fatalis solo, and you know what I did that helped me, and I'll show you my build on screen. So let's jump straight into it. So to start things off, if you don't know, Fatalis has 3 different stages. He's got his first stage, and then he'll go up and do his flame attack that gets rid of all the debris on the map. So you have the Dragonator and the roaming ballista. So after he does that, that's the second stage, and then he, you know, hits harder. You can use the Dragonator and the roaming ballista whenever possible. I gemmed in heavy artillery level 2. Actually, speaking about it before I, you know, jump into the next stage afterwards, I'm going to show the build up on screen. So I was using the 4 set of Raging Brachydios and then the legs of Mr. Elytra. Now, I don't know if Agitator, I know the affinity doesn't matter with Agitator, but the attack does help with the light bowgun. I was using sticky light bowgun because you got to fight OP with OP, right? You got to fight OP with OP. And I personally think that mobile weapons are a better fight. It makes the fight 10 times easier because, you know, if you screw up, you can really just, you know, get out of it. That's why I think the first couple people that actually uploaded to YouTube, like Kanta and I know Rage Gaming said that they both fought him with the dual blades fast, you know, do all that stuff. If you want to see my item box and everything, I can show that up on screen on here. I'll just have to go grab it real quick. But I'll show my item box up screen after I'm done with the build. I'll keep it on screen for a little bit. But you know, we did that. I gemmed in mostly everything. There's defense in there. You'd be surprised. I do think that over 1,000 defense is probably necessary so you don't get one shot so much. And mantles, I didn't bring the Rocksteady Mantle Plus. I had Temporal Mantle Plus and Fire Mantle Plus. Now, why would I have Fire Mantle? Well, speaking of his different stages, after stage 2, he goes into stage 3, right? And you have to run into the little barricade thing that goes up and everything like that. Well, if you survive that, cool beans, good for you. But in stage 3, his flame attacks are all over the place. It's a lot of fire. There's a lot of fire on the ground. The fire mantle will save your butt. It will save your butt. Now, if you're using a light bowgun or any gun, really, you're gonna get one shot by most of his fireball attacks. That's why you see some divine blessing in there, and you saw some like defense in there, and you know, evade window level like insane. Like I was just sitting like, we need attack, we need artillery, we need heavy artillery, divine blessing, we need friggin' evade window. I gotta roll through all this stuff. So, but the fire mantle does help out a lot. It keeps peak performance procced for me because I did be able to get that in, which is kind of awesome. And yeah, advise, bring stuff to combine for max potions. Max potions are insane because most of the time when you get hit by him, you're gonna need a max potion. It's just kind of how it is. That's what I did. You know, you can have up to 12 max potions if you bring combines, if I'm correct. So do that. Dash juice, also important. Please bring it. I didn't have it, but the Elder Mother that does sell it, or you can meld the item if you don't have it. That's what I did. So dash juice is pretty insane. Other tips in stage 3, try to, every time he goes on the ground and his head is on the ground and he's kind of stunned, aim for the head. You need to break the horns for a couple reasons. One, in stage 3, he does a lot of fire attacks that you have to run towards him and under him so you don't get hit. It weakens those fire attacks. The first break weakens it. I think the second break does also weaken it on the horns. And then I don't know if you can break his face again for his eye. I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure on that, so I didn't get it, but I got one horn break, which is kind of insane. You can also break the chest, which is really good, and the wings. That's all I know. That's all I was breaking. I don't know about the tail, but you can break those and all that stuff. So break the horns, hit his horns whenever he's on the ground. What else? If you're first starting fighting him, fight him in a group. Why do I do this? Because I first got in solo and I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. Well, it took me like, I was like, what the heck? Because you know, his stage one, I like, prior to know this, I didn't know he had 3 different stages, right? He had one stage, I was like, okay, cool beans, and I was like, wait, what is he doing? And then you have your second stage, and I was like, okay, I didn't get to the 3rd stage until I got with a group. And what it does is makes it, when you work in a group, he has more health, yes, he does hit harder, yes, who cares, right? Once he's in a group, he's going to be like focusing on your other teammates. You'll have more time to you know, free, I won't say free time, but it won't be always just focused on you, right? And it takes away some of the attention to you so that you can either heal up, get more damage off, you can actually learn his moves and watch what he's doing. And with other people, they already may have gotten into this, they've already may have killed him, so they may be, you know, pretty decent and got it, but you know, there's that. So I would say that go fight or just join a quest. Filter, you can go into the gathering hall, go to session, go to online session, go to matchmake, and then filter, if I'm correct. Yeah, filter your matchmakes and then put your quest preference or monster Fatalis, and there's going to be a whole bunch of them that's going to line up like that. It's going to be insane. You can find people, you can do that stuff even if you don't have friends like me, right? Even if you don't have friends like me. So do that. That's what I did. I learned most of his moveset while playing in a group of 4. 3 or 4 doesn't really matter. And I was surprised. I died a lot from this quest. It was like cart over here, cart over there, dead over there, dead over there, oh my gosh, over there. It's just insane. Another thing I would advise is before you start the quest, if you have feline insurance, eat it. It's gonna be so much helpful, right? I barely passed this quest, barely. I had like, it was like 29 minutes and 4 seconds or whatever, and he stops at 30 minutes. So I was like, oh my gosh, bro. So yeah, no, eat for feline insurance if you're dying a lot. I also procced in Fortify, pretty good skill. And any other tips that I have to fight this guy? Any breath attack that he does. So he's got kind of what, 2 sweeping or 3. Yeah, 3 sweeping breaths or cone, big AoE breaths. Whenever you see him do it and his head goes up and he'll do the one that sweeps like this, I always Superman dive that one. No matter what, I don't try to roll through it. I don't know the hitbox of it, but when he does that, you know, I Superman dive it so you don't die. The second breath is where he like backs up and he lowers his head. It's a big cone. Once you see it, you got to roll out of the way. It's gonna like it's gonna tick real fast, so you don't want to die from it, but you can get easy hits off the head. That's really good proc. Or if you can clutch claw on his face and smack him out of it, you won't get hit there. Do that. The third breath attack is in stage 3, and he'll like put his head like by his arm, right? He'll go like this. He'll like sit there and be like, huh? And like he'll charge it up in his mouth. And what it is, he's doing like a 360 breath attack. I always Superman dive that, even though I have evade window level like 4 or 5 or 3, one of the few. I still Superman dive it because I don't know the hitboxes, and you know, everything else is kind of just easy to dodge. I would say easy. You know, you still have to watch out. Watch out for his tail, by the way. I died by that a lot. Kind of frustrating, but it is what it is. Stay on top of when he's enraged and when he's not enraged. If you have agitator, it will show up in the top, like right over here on this side of the screen. Always look out for that, because it's either you can get him to do like the slinger shot does like 200 to 300 damage with just the stone. If you've got dragon pods, it will do like more. And if you do it twice, so the first time was head all the way up and he's like standing, he'll get like flinched or whatever, but he won't like run into the wall. If he's on all 4s and you smack him and shoot him towards the wall, you'll get like a 3000 damage hit off right there. So making sure that you're on top of the slinger shot is really important. And you know, it's easy. It's like kind of an easy 200 to 300 damage. That's what it was solo. I don't know how much it is multiplayer. I think it's like 500 to 600. I'm not for sure. Don't quote me on that. But like, it's just easy damage, and flinch shots are, you know, just room for opening. So like I said, I was using light bowgun. These are the tips that I found for light bowgun. The sticky light bowgun run. I would say that most of these tips are good for, you know, if you're using melee, right? I don't know how to do it with a slow weapon like the great sword. The long sword, I was still having issues. The sword and shield, I actually almost did. I got into the 3rd stage and actually ran out of time. Kind of sad about that, but so far I've just beat him with the light bowgun, and most of the tips on here or like dodging fire attacks or anything like that, you'll get one hit by them because you're a gunner, and that's just kind of how it works. You take more damage from the long range attacks, I think, or I'm not for sure how it works. I know you take more damage from some sort of attacks, and so, you know, it's just how this, you know, that's what I said. That's what I try to tell you, that I used light bowgun, right? I used it. That was what I was using. You know, mobile weapons, I think, are the easier way to do it, but he's still a hard fight. He still hits really hard. But if you're using a slow weapon, you know, throw some comments down below. You know, great sword. If you consider hammer slow, switch axe, charge blade, lance, gun lance. I don't know how to even do that. Like, yeah, I know you can guard some things. So yeah. But anyways, that's about it. That's my first fight versus a Fatalis. I wanted to kind of do a talk overview of everything that I did. I do really believe that heavy artillery did save my butt with a lot of DPS, because heavy artillery level 2 gives you 100% increase in damage from like cannons, from dragonators, from the roaming ballista. So I whenever you can, use it. And the weak spot that you want to hit on the roaming ballista is if you can hit his chest, hit it. I was hitting it for like 75, and it has 100 shots. So let's say you hit 75 and you get all 100. If you're the insane, that's 7,500 damage. In solo, he's got like between 60 and 70,000 HP. That's really nice. So even if you hit half of those, that's still 3,500 damage right there. The Dragonator does 6,600 damage if both of them hit him. I actually hit him out of the sky. That was pretty nuts. I'm just saying, heavy artillery is a good skill that I think is, I wouldn't say mandatory to fight him, but like, if you're working even by yourself or with a group, it's really nice to have. It's really just super nice to have. That's it for today's video. Sorry if I didn't upload on Thursday. You know, he came out, you know, I have work during the week, so I couldn't stay up all night and fight him. Sadly, I wanted to, but I was like, I gotta go to work. So there's that. The Elatron versus every weapons, I will hopefully finish it, but I'm gonna be farming Fatalis and get his armor. His armor is insane. I'm not gonna show it right now because, you know, I'm guessing you guys watch videos about like his armor and weapon reviews, but you know, if you haven't, I don't want to spoil it for you guys. You know, I don't want to leave, like, just be like, here's the armor, you know, hey, all I can tell you, it's insane. It's super insane. It's insane. So I'm going to be farming it. So hopefully I can kill him a lot tonight. Hopefully. I'm not for sure. It's going to be sad. But anyways, leave a like on today's video. Comment down below if you soloed him or if you have any tips for the slower weapons. I haven't used them yet, so give me some tips. Give me some video ideas with Fatalis. I know someone commented and just like, can't wait for the series of killing Fatalis with every single weapon. And I was like, bro, I haven't even killed him yet. So that may be on the horizon if I can get better at it, but I want to farm his armor first and everything like that. So there's that. Subscribe, comment, like I said, like today's video. I also do stream on Twitch every Mondays, so you know, go give me a follow over there. Link will be down in the description below. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a fun time hunting Fatalis. Best of luck to you, Hunter, and I'll catch you guys out in the next video. See you later.